magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at who's been thinking about you all the time. So take a look at all the piles we have here and see which one you are most drawn to. So I'm going to show you the crystals and your pile. So for pile number 1 we have Malachite. And we have the 8 of Swords. For pile number 2, we have Honey Calcite. And we have the Lovers. For pile number 3, we have Aquamarine. And we have the Moon. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you are drawn to more than one pile, there may be more messages for you. There may be more than one person thinking about you. Keep that in mind. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Malachite crystal and the 8 of Swords as your significator card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's been thinking about you all the time. So please be reminded this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. When I look into your reading, please also keep in mind that more than one person could show up or just one person could show up, just depending on who comes up in the reading today. So if I mention certain traits that make you think of only one person in your life, then only that one person is thinking of you. And if I mention certain traits that make you think of different people in your life, then you can take it as that. So let's get started with your reading. I feel like pulling one card from the Astral Realms Oracle deck, one card from the Starseed Oracle deck, and then the rest is just going to be tarot. But straight away from your pile, I definitely already feel some of the energy. And for some reason, there was like salt or sugar on my desk, but I never had salt or sugar here. So I don't know if that's a message for you. I don't know what that means. Probably a specific message for someone. And I feel the throat chakra energies like in a way where it feels kind of blocked for this person, where like, I feel they want to speak to you in some way, they want to say something to you in some way, but either they are actually physically blocked on your phone or you've cut them out of your life. I mean, 8 of Swords is a stuck energy, keep that in mind. Or they just feel stuck within their own mind, like they want to communicate with you and want to say something to you, but they feel like their mind is not allowing them to. Because the 8 of Swords is all about anxiety, worries, feeling stuck, like our mind keeping us stuck in something. So let's just see what your cards are before we get more information. So who's been thinking about my pile number 1s all the time? I feel this card. We have Hematite with the root chakra, card number 7, and culmination. Number 7 could be significant for some of you. And at the back of the deck, we have Ammonite with Palace and Trust. I'm also hearing a song that's like, all I wanted was you. I don't know what the song's called or who it's by. So, spirit guides of pile number 1, who's been thinking about them all the time? We have weight of the world with boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. I feel like this person's waiting to come back into your life. That's just a intuitive message I got here. And at the back of the deck, we have portal with doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So maybe they're thinking of coming back into your life, waiting for a slight door to open, because I feel like this person's not in your life currently, or there is this feeling of separation and them being alone right now and waiting for you. And there is this feeling of waiting for the door to open a little bit like a crack and then come in. Like I'm seeing, I don't know how to describe this. Spirit is showing me like, let's say a rat, right? This is a funny example, but let's say a rat is by your door and you open your door just a little bit, but you don't see the rat there, and the rat is waiting for this door to just open a little bit to come in. It's like that type of energy, or a dog or something. So I feel like some of you definitely set some kind of boundary with this person, either energetically or physically. Like I said, you could have blocked them, you could have cut them off, you could have told them off, you could have actually set a boundary with them and they didn't maybe like it. These cards are falling out. Let's just see how many cards we have here. So the first card we have is the Nine of Wands. Well, second card. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. Definitely someone you've moved on from, or some kind of change has happened in your lives where you're no longer close the way you used to be. Ace of Pentacles, they're waiting to come back into your life. A physical coming back. Five of Wands. The Star. The Three of Swords. Okay, there's a perfect amount of cards here, actually. And the King of Cups. So Spirit gave me exactly the amount of cards I needed. Interesting. At the back of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So there's a lot of masculine energies in your pile because we have three kings. I mean, at the back of the deck, King of Wands. So all of a sudden, I started feeling cold in your reading, so I had to put on a jersey. But maybe that is a sign of something, like almost like reminding me of the Five of Pentacles, like being left out in the cold. I think this person's definitely feeling some sense of heartbreak of not being in your life anymore with the Three of Swords. Whatever situation you had, I think you really trusted this person. You really thought they were loyal to you. And they could have been. They could have been. That's what I'm getting with the wolf there. Or like the dog. I don't know if that's a dog or wolf. But it's like, there was a lot of conflict here in this connection with the Five of Wands. Or this is a very karmic connection in some way that was teaching the both of you lessons. With the root chakra, I'm getting this vibe of either financially in the past you relied on this person, or you physically relied on this person, like maybe you lived in the same home together. Root chakra gives me this energy of physical life, like this person was heavily part of your physical life. So they could have been living in the same home as you. They could have provided for you in some way. Like, this could have been a parent, for example. This could have been someone you lived with physically. This could have been someone that you grew up with, because the root chakra is our first foundation. Keep that in mind. This could have been someone you relied on in some way for a physical need. So what I'm getting is family, someone you've lived with, someone that was an important part of your upbringing or a foundation you are laying. So root chakra can also represent career. Ace of Pentacles. where you get your money. Does that make sense? So this could be an ex-coworker, an ex-boss, or a boss that you do have in your life. I don't know. Someone you previously worked with, an ex-business partner. I don't know. What else am I getting with the root chakra? If it was not literally like that, I could also see this as you emotionally relied on this person in some way. There was an emotional foundation that was intertwined with this person because we have weight of the world and she's lying in water. Water is a representation of our emotional body. Here we have the Three of Swords, King of Cups. So what I'm really getting from this could also be a person you relied on emotionally at the time to feel okay. And Malachite is all about the heart, but it's also all about transformation. So the crystal you chose tells me that you really loved this person and this person did love you too, but the way the love was, it was not maybe the healthiest to stay in your life for longer. And I feel like this person, maybe you relied on them in some way where it felt very much like, it's not like, for some of you it felt codependent, but it's not like that for all of you, which is why I'm having a hard time describing this energy. It's kind of like, it feels sort of like either your first love where your heart is so intertwined into that person that when you let go of that, it feels like your heart is breaking apart, or it feels like someone so close to your heart that if they had broken your heart or hurt you in some way, it feels like such a deep pain that it's not like, okay, I'm just relying on this person emotionally and I'm investing all my time and energy into them. It could have been someone like an ex-husband or ex-wife or something you held your heart so close to, even a family member, where when this broke off, it felt like your whole heart was breaking apart because it was like, it felt like your heart was intertwined with theirs. Does that make sense? And it literally maybe even felt like you were drowning within your own emotions when they hurt your heart. This is someone that hurt your heart. Spirit, make this clearer for me so that I can give more specific messages, please. Okay, so I watched a video the other day of this little boy that actually, I don't know if he channels messages or if he, considers himself a starseed, but I think he's very wise for his age. And I just want to get his Instagram name and try find it because I'm sure I liked some of um the videos where his mom, takes videos of him. Let me just get his account name so that you can search him. Okay, so it's actually his mom's account, but she takes videos with him. Um, and I think she's a medium. Okay, so maybe she's just like someone that allows him to step into his gifts. I don't know the whole story of this family, but anyways, it's Kelly the Magical Medium on Instagram. So check her out. Check their family out. He basically makes a video about trees and she asks something like, can trees feel pain, like if they cut them down, or do they have a soul? And then he's like, yes, they do have a soul. This is relevant to your reading. Just give me a moment to explain, because trees are like root chakra energy. Trees are earth energy, which is what Spirit is showing me. Spirit is physically showing me this video, and how the tree can sort of be like us. The tree is our root chakra, our foundation, our body, what connects us to earth. Like we have our physical body, but we are spiritual beings living in this physical body. We also have souls and we have trees here. So interesting. And trees are like that foundation. We need it to breathe. We need it for oxygen. Same with this person. You could have actually physically needed this person or emotionally needed them in your life to actually be okay, if that makes sense. And it's not this feeling of like, oh, I need you so much. like I can't live without you. It's more the sense of I actually physically need you in my life, you know? Does that make sense? And then in the video, he talks about how, yes, trees do have souls. And I don't know if this is scientifically true, but Spirit is just showing me this video I watched. And he speaks about it's okay if you cut trees down, but there is a part of the tree that is like, that goes like this at the bottom. And then he said something like that's the heart of the tree. And if you cut down that part, or if you cut it down in the middle or something like that, you actually sever that tie to the soul, to the tree or something. I can't remember exactly. But Spirit was showing me it's almost like this person saw you as a tree and they cut down the tree, but they cut down that part where your heart is and took out your heart. So I'm actually physically seeing it clairvoyantly, like you are this tree and this person cut out your heart and took it out and was carrying it in their hands. Does that make sense? So this person really broke your heart in some way. This person really severed something within you, within your foundational aspect of your life. So for a lot of you, I do feel this could be a parent, or this could be someone you really physically relied on or emotionally relied on in a way where it felt like it was part of your foundation, and it felt like they really cut out your heart. And almost it, like when they did break your heart, it almost maybe felt like your soul, like you were experiencing an actual death, but it was not an actual physical death, but it was like, it was almost like your root chakra was breaking down. Your whole foundation of life was breaking down at this point. But with the star here, I see it as like the tower almost, like the foundation breaking down. But the star here gives me the energy that you have healed yourself and you are beginning to build it back up. You're beginning to bring that part of your soul and those soul fractures back into your body. You're beginning to mend your heart and bring it back into your body. Does that make sense? So I see you healing your heart. I see you healing your root chakra. I think this person was a karmic situation in your life. And if we look at it from a spiritual lens, I'm seeing a higher perspective of this and a soul contract between you and this person. And I'm also feeling the solar plexus energies. So the root chakra is all about our sense of safety, our sense of security. You know, that type of feeling of our foundation in the physical realm. The solar plexus chakra is all about our self-worth, how we view ourselves. So this person could have hurt your self-worth by them hurting you, but they could have also hurt your heart, which is where we love and where we receive love. So yes, this hurt very much. Yes, this was a huge pain, but I'm seeing some kind of soul contract here, some kind of karmic, not lesson, but karmic situation here where it's relating to past lives and it's relating to this person. What happened in the past life, Spirit? So Spirit is showing me in the past life you were family with this person. You two were actually family. And because Spirit is showing me a photo of like family, okay, like those photos you have in your home. And what else happened in the past life to cause this? Spirit is showing me like a guitar and like planting seeds, gardening. What does that mean? Okay. Okay, so this person was your parent. They brought you up. So they're showing me like a tree first being planted and then the tree is grown into an adult tree. So that's just basic symbolic for you and your root chakra in the past life. They're showing me fertility with a shell and a pearl. So you were created, you were born, okay? You grew into an adult. You went to school. They're showing me just your life, okay? What happened? I'm getting in the past life, you were part of an important family. That Spirit is showing me royalty, but it doesn't necessarily have to physically translate to that, that could be a metaphor. You could have been in a really rich family or really important family DNA and ancestry. Okay. What else happened, spirits? Okay, so this family, if we don't take it as royalty, literal meaning of that, they were a very important family. And I'm seeing they wanted to give you something that would allow you to be a part of that, like almost an inheritance or be an important part of that. And I'm seeing something regarding past lives here where you saw how they were operating and dealing with this power they were carrying, and you saw the way they were carrying this power, and it was not right to you. Like, it didn't feel right in your heart the way they were dealing with this power. So you decided to leave, and it was like you left with nothing, with no money, with nothing. You went from being in a super rich household and family to leaving with nothing. And it was like, I'm seeing you walk and try to find a home, and the sense of not feeling at home in your own family, not feeling like you belong there, feeling like you're different, feeling like they don't quite understand you and they don't quite understand your viewpoint. So you tried to change their viewpoint and tried to show them the right way of how to deal with that power, because it's like they had all the money, they had all the power they desired, but there was no love there. There was no integrity there. And that really broke you down in that past life. And I'm seeing, because you never had that physical foundation anymore, it created like some sort of cord to that lifetime, right? Where your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra was not damaged in some way, but hurt in some way, wounded in some way in that past life, because you felt like, oh, am I not worthy of this love? Am I not worthy of a family? Am I not worthy of this? Like, it felt very much like that. And because there was this cord tying you to that past life, I see you deciding to incarnate in this life to allow this person to break that part of you down again, to build it back up. So it's kind of like, it's taking me back to, this reading's a little bit deep. I didn't expect this, but let me just go with the flow. I can't exactly control what messages spirit show me. Um, I want you to check out the Soul Fragments video of, I'm trying to think of her name again. I said it the other day. Shamanic Insights. In one specific pile, I think it was pile 3, it was a pick a card reading. She spoke about how sometimes in past lives our soul can fragment when we experience pain or a harsh situation, and some part of our soul gets left behind there in that past life, and then we come back to earth to retrieve those soul fragments, heal those soul fragments, and bring it back into our body so that we can be whole again. And I see something like that here, where it's like you're retrieving those soul fragments from that lifetime by not allowing, I don't want to say allowing, but like, I don't know what word to use, to kind of like let this person break down the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra again, so that you can retrieve those soul fragments and break that karmic cycle from that past life and this life, and rebuild and restabilize your root chakra again. Does that make sense? So the number 7 could definitely be significant, 717. But I feel like something about this is going to, something about healing your root chakra from this person. If they never made you feel safe or secure, or they broke that down within you, you healing and building that back up with the star is going to get you back into alignment with the things you do want, with the things you do wish for. And you're going to actually receive a lot of luck, not just in this lifetime, but in all the next lifetimes, generational luck. When you build back up the root chakra from a place of love, from a place of worthiness, like I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of feeling safe, I'm worthy of feeling secure, I'm worthy of family, I'm worthy of loyalty, all those things. And it's like integrating all those pieces back and building them back up from a healthy place is going to give you so much luck within this lifetime, but it's also going to bring you into alignment with your soul's desires, where your soul wishes to be in this lifetime. And I know we are meant to speak about this person, but I just want to give this message quick, so just bear with me. I feel you building this back up is something that is going to continue within your ancestral line, where your children, if you decide to have children within this lifetime, or if you already do, don't necessarily have to learn those lessons with the root chakra, because they grow up with safety. So they grow up feeling into alignment with their soul's desires and dreams. But also, not just this life, next lifetimes, if you choose to incarnate on earth or elsewhere, you won't have that issue anymore, because you built it back up, you restabilized it, you healed it. Does that make sense? So that's the message I see there. And not even just in this lifetime, not even just on earth, in terms of your spiritual essence and being, you will also be much more in alignment. So I'm seeing like this was a very karmic situation, and this person broke you down, and whatever they did to break you down, I think it's different for all of you, but it seems like they really hurt your heart, whoever this is. And I see you fighting with them. I see you having conflict with them. I see you not getting along, not agreeing on things. I see you not being the same in some way. Like, you two are very different in some way, like very different values, very different beliefs, very different views of life and views of love. And I think in some way, you emotionally relying on this person. I know the King of Cups is upright, but I almost feel like this person has also, if we look at it from a compassionate place, this person is also not received love within their lifetime, not had a healthy foundation, where even if it looks like they have money, because I mean, they're showing up as the King of Pentacles. So this person could be very financially well off. This person could be doing very financially good. The Eight of Wands is, doing well, fast-paced movement. They're really doing well in their finances, but in terms of love and in terms of the root chakra, they also don't have that stable foundation. They also never had their emotional needs met. They also never had their love needs met, if that makes sense. They also maybe had their heart broken during a young age. So they never had that capacity to give you that emotional need you needed, or that love you needed, because they never had the emotional capacity for that. They weren't emotionally available. And I know the King of Cups is upright, but I almost see this card as like, it's sort of like upright and reversed at the same time, because I feel in this lifetime, this person is more of an emotional person. They do feel things, but I feel like because of their heartbreak they've experienced within this lifetime, I feel like on some level they don't show that to people. They don't show their emotional side to people. And this is a type of person that puts more value in physical and material things, because I don't think they've ever received that type of feeling of love, or that type of feeling of I can be emotionally okay. So I'm almost seeing it like this person has a rug right in their home, and they're sweeping all the water, all their emotions under the rug, and being like, look at my beautiful home, look at my rug. But then underneath that rug is all this swamp water of all this emotion they were feeling that they never dealt with, but you don't see it. It's like magically hidden. You don't see it. Does that make sense? So I feel like this person, that's their true self. They are an emotional person. They do feel things deeply, but they hide that version of themselves. They could have grown up in a place where they were told feelings were weak, or they were told not to feel, or maybe they were emotionally invalidated. I don't know, but it's almost like they're not dealing with their feelings. They don't see it as it's worth it. It's kind of reminding me of, those parents where they're like, oh, therapy is not worth it, like there's no use for it. It doesn't have to be a parent, but it kind of reminds me of that energy, like where this person only values the physical things. And it's not to say that they have to be a materialistic person, but it's like, oh, emotions don't matter. Why does that matter? Like, yes, everyone gets sad. It kind of gives me that vibe like they don't even see it themselves. They're not even aware of it themselves, of how their emotions have affected them within their lifetime. It's kind of like they brush it off, or they emotionally invalidate themselves. And I feel like because of all the challenges you went through in this connection with the Nine of Wands, I think you decided to move away from this person with the Six of Swords, because I feel like you really tried. I feel like you really tried to show this person love and compassion and care. And you really tried to make whatever connection this was work. And maybe there was loyalty, but I feel like you and this person are just not on the same spiritual level. You and this person are not the same. Like, you're on two totally different levels. If we look at it from a soul perspective, this person is like here at their journey and they've only learned so much. You're like here and it doesn't resonate. It's too far. It's like this person is at the bottom of the stairs and they're trying to jump at the top of the stairs. They can't. So it's like, how do I put this in words? Like, you have soul family within this lifetime that are on your level, that will resonate with you at a higher frequency. And even if this person was part of your family, I don't think they're a part of that close-knit soul family that would really resonate with you on a true frequency where it feels like your hearts are in alignment. So, anything else about this person's spirit before we end off? Who is this person to my pile number ones? I'm really being drawn to this fish here. Fish could be significant. This person could like fish as food. They could like sushi. They could live near a beach. For some of you, specific message won't resonate with everyone. They could like going on holiday to the beach for some of you. They could like material and financial things. They could be a boss or an entrepreneur or a manager or just someone in a very good place financially. And it gives me the impression that they like to be inside their home. I don't think this is the type of person that likes to go out much or be around people much. This person kind of gives me more of an introverted loner vibe. Like, they like to kind of be alone, but they also like comfort. It's giving that type of vibe of like a person that wants to sit at home and maybe order pizza on a Friday night and sit and watch a movie rather than go out. But if they do go out, they probably would want to go to more like fancy places. Not, I don't see this person as a party person. This person could be older because we see two old men here, but it doesn't have to be. They could be older than you, or they could be older, like an older person, but it doesn't have to be. Or they could even be young, but they could be sort of like that type of young person that is a little bit more focused on things, sort of like, not like an old person, but maybe they just aren't like other young people where they want to party and go out and do all these like adventurous things. I see this person more of like a homebody type of person. They like their comfort. They like to work. They like to build their physical reality around them. They like luxury things. I'm picking up on clothes and like buying nice clothes, having a nice bed, having a nice home. That's something they like. Anything else about this person's spirit before we end off? This person is thinking about you all the time because they feel stuck without you. I'm hearing that song Lost Without You. It's like you're in their mind in a way where you are replaying in their mind. And I think there's a lot of guilt here they're carrying because I think you set some kind of boundary with them. Either you block them, actually set a boundary with them, or you let them go out of your life. But I feel like they're at a crossroads, I'm hearing, where they're getting a choice to choose to ascend and become a better person and to heal whatever they've swept under the rug, and they're getting a choice here, or they can choose to stay stuck in the same old mistakes of who they were always being in the past, because I see like you kind of replaying in their memory, and I see it like they're stuck in a loop of your memory because they're kind of stuck in that old timeline energetically of being stuck where you were. How do I put this in words? Because they have not healed from whatever has happened at a young age, and because they have not healed from whatever has happened with you or looked within and admitted to what they did wrong, or even if they didn't do something completely wrong, even if it was just conflict, it's like it takes two to do the conflict, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't see them admitting where they were wrong, or taking responsibility to where they could have gone and done better. You know what I mean? I don't see them actively trying to learn from this experience. I see them more so feeling stuck and wanting you back in their life, but maybe not wanting to do the work to have this healed version of you back in their life. Does that make sense? So that's what I see here. So this is your reading, pile one. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this honey calcite crystal and the lover's card as your significator card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's been thinking about you all the time. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. What is so interesting though, I want to say, I feel a very warm energy with your pile, which is interesting since your lover's card has this fiery, passionate energy to it, and you chose the honey calcite. In pile number one, I felt cold where I had to, put on a jersey, but now I feel like warm in your energy and warm in this person's energy. So there's a lot of warmth here in this connection, whoever this is. There's a lot of passion, a lot of warmth, a lot of just this happy feeling. Okay, so please keep in mind this could be more than one person showing up. If I speak about different traits and it makes you think of many people in your life, then it could be that. But if I speak of traits and it only makes you think of one person, then it's only that one person that's thinking about you all the time. So I feel like pulling one card from the Astral Realms Oracle deck, one card from the Starseed Oracle deck, and then the rest of the cards we're going to be using the tarot. So it's the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm seeing a rainbow clairvoyantly. This person's like a rainbow to you, or they see you as like a rainbow to them, where there's just this feeling of bringing a lot of colors into each other's lives. You know how the rainbow comes after the storm? This person could have come into your life after a metaphoric storm where things were just very out of place in your life. We have Chiron with healing, card number 33, Spirit Quartz. And at the back of the deck, we have Red Jasper with Conviction, Eteman Star. So what I'm getting here is like this type of vibe of they came into your life after a stormy situation in your life, but after the storm came the rainbow, and this person brought a lot of healing to the wounds that you once experienced, to the rain that was once there, and now the rain is come and now the flowers are growing, and this person is a representation of this the flowers growing in your life. So I actually feel a really good energy from your person, but let's just see what all the cards come out. But I feel like this person did bring some healing to you in some way, to your wounds, and I feel it's sort of like this energy of we can do so much healing on our own, but a lot of the true healing, or I wouldn't say true healing, that's not the right word. We can do a lot of healing on our own. It is essential to do our healing on our own, but at some point of the journey, we have done enough of our own healing that to kick it up a notch, to spice it up a notch, the universe brings in a person that allows you to heal even more. Because when you're in a relationship, I feel this is a lover for most of you, or just a person in your life you love dearly, where there's a lot of this passionate, warm, colorful energy in your connection. And it's like the love is physically healing, emotionally healing, spiritually healing, but also this feeling of learning to open up your heart to another while your heart is still healing and mending is something that takes a lot of courage, is something that also heals your heart, because that love you are receiving from that person is healing. This person may be someone part of your soul tribe, soul family in some way or another. This feels like a soul connection that was brought into your life for a reason, like a miracle, if that makes sense. And I see this person bringing that joy back into your life, being like that sun after the rain, being like that rainbow after the storm into your life, almost like justice to your soul, because your soul experienced something so painful and now you're experiencing the justice to your soul because you experience so much pain. Now the universe is bringing you something that is almost going to heal and lift that pain and lift you up in some way, where you start to feel more lighthearted and start to feel more happy and more passionate about life. And even sometimes it can be hard to open up your heart to this person because of so much heartbreak you've experienced. But in those moments, that's when the most healing takes place, when you choose to open up your heart, even when you feel so scared of your heart being broken again. So this reading may not resonate with everyone, but for a specific amount of people. If it doesn't resonate, don't force the messages, then just go back to the intro and see if you resonate with any other piles. I'm smelling a nice scent and tasting chocolate. That could be a literal thing, or it could be this person's energy. They could smell good. They could be sweet, yeah? Who's thinking about my pile twos all the time? Yeah, this is a love you've longed for. It feels like home. So, High Roth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. I like this energy. This person feels like they're sort of supporting your soul journey. And look at the back of the deck. Star family. Beautiful. And we have Breath of the Cosmos here wanting to pop out. So I feel like for some of you, if you're single, you have not met this person yet, but they're going to come into your life, but you're waiting for them. For others of you, I feel a scenario here where you have already met them, but you waited for them for a long time, or you felt like you longed for this love for a long time before you met them, or they were waiting for a long time. Take it as it resonates. I feel like one or both of you could have experienced really harsh relationships or connections before this, like really harsh karmic connections before this, where you had to both, or one of you had to learn to take back your power. If it's not this person, then it's you. Then after that, you took back your power and you ended the cycle and you were ready to step into this connection. And this connection feels like it's sort of supporting your soul's healing. It feels like it's too difficult to heal on my own. It feels like I need that support of someone to hold me, someone to be there by my side in your energy, to be there by my side to support me while I heal. It feels like that. And we have a lot of pink here, which is the color of love. So who's thinking about my pile number 2s all the time? I don't feel this is an ex, but for some of you it could be. I don't know, like, take it as it resonates. But for most, I feel this is something very healthy, something that's a relationship that's still in your life. Who's been thinking about my pile 2s all the time? But let's just see your cards. I could also just be tapping into the beginning of your connection and how it started. 4 of Wands at the back of the deck. Lots of fun energies between the two of you. Okay, so I don't even know how many cards I pulled. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups. Yeah, this feels like a wish come true. Look at the treasure here. It feels like a wish come true. And I don't just say this in readings. I literally see it here. We have the 2 of Wands. And I do, like I said, I feel a lot of warmth. Like before I felt cold, now I don't. Look at all this warm energy in your cards even. 3 of Wands. Like most of your cards have this warm tint to it, which means this person brings a lot of happiness, joy, warmth, fire, passion back into your life, reignites your flame, okay? We have the 10 of Pentacles. This feels like a long-term connection in your life. That is very beautiful. Even here we see lanterns and yellow in the background, you know, so this feels like a very happy relationship. And even if it's not perfect, that's where the true beauty lies, because I don't think any connection is perfect, even soulmate connections. I don't think any connection is perfect because we're here to learn, you know. No relationship is easy, but I feel like it's great. It feels good. And there is definitely some kind of future that you hold together with the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, the Sun. See, this person feels so happy with you. This is why they're thinking about you all the time. We have the King of Wands. This person feels like a very fiery person. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they could also be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have the 6 of Cups. For some of you, this could be someone from your past, or this could be someone that helps you heal from the past. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we have a bunch of extra cards. I'll look at them in a moment. Let me just analyze these cards first. So the person that's thinking about you all the time, this is someone that has been longing for you for a long time. They feel like they have found their treasure. That song Treasure by Bruno Mars could be significant. But you are a literal manifestation of what they've wanted, what they've always wanted in love. For most of you, I feel this is a lover. This does feel very romantic. But for others of you, this could also be a friendship with the Sun that feels like there's a lot of love you hold together, where it feels like I've always wished for someone like you. I've always longed for someone like you. And it feels very much like home. It feels like things just fall into place. It feels like things just click perfectly. And even if the connection is not perfect, even if you sometimes deal with challenging moments or conflict, it's like it feels good. It feels healthy. It feels like it makes you very happy. And you feel like you make this person really happy. I mean, this person showing up as the Sun, the King of Wands, all this happy energy, the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. You are literally their wish come true. And look here, they've longed for you for a long time. They've been homesick for you for a long time because some part of their soul knew you were out there. It's like with this 2 of Wands, I'm getting looking out the window and knowing someone's out there for me, but I don't know who they are. And I'm hearing 2 songs. So I'm hearing the song that's like, I just got a new apartment, something like that. I'm gonna leave the floor wet. I don't know who it's by, but it feels sort of like a new beginning. You could have actually gotten an apartment with this person for some of you, or moved in with this person. But for others of you, this is a metaphor where it's like, it feels sort of like this person is a new beginning in your life, a new foundation in your life with the Ten of Pentacles, where it feels like a new start, a new beginning, but also a new foundation. Because when we think of a home, apartment, home, it's something that is like the root chakra. It's part of our foundation. So this feels like a new connection that is part of a new strong foundation that's going to last for a very long time, far into the future with the Three of Wands. And it feels like home. It feels like I'm at home with this person, okay? It feels like a new beginning that both of you have been homesick for. Okay, so I'm also hearing another song. I just want to try remember who it's by, because I heard it in high school, but like I'm hearing it now. Her name is Tori Kelly. What happened to her? I just need to find which song it is. I'm actually surprised I remember her name because I am bad at remembering names. Oh, the song was called Dear No One, and was such a beautiful song. So in the lyrics, she says, I like being independent, not so much of an investment. No one telling me what to do. I like being by myself, don't gotta entertain nobody else, no one to answer to. But sometimes I just want somebody to hold, someone to give me the jacket when it's cold. Got that young love even when we're old. Yeah, sometimes I want someone to grab my hand, pick me up, pull me close, be my man. I will love you till the end. So if you're out there, I swear I will be good to you. But I'm done looking for my future someone, 'cause when the time is right, you'll be here. But for now, dear no one, this is your love song. So I feel like this was maybe your energy to this person, or their energy to you. Like this feeling of, I know someone's out there for me. I know my dream person is out there. And it doesn't feel like dream person, like Spirit is just joking around, but like, when people are like when they make memes and they're like, oh, make a bitch. This man wants to make a bitch. I don't know how to explain it without sounding vulgar, but that's what I'm hearing from Spirit, where like this man wants a woman that is an hourglass figure, cleans the home, does all these things, and is really sexy, but then also doesn't put out on the first date. It's not like that. It's more like I don't know why Spirit is joking around like that. But anyways, I can't control the messages that come through. It feels more like, oh, I want a person like this that's going to care for me, that's going to love for me, that's going to value me, that's going to be a long-term partner. It doesn't feel like this person was looking for physical traits or looking for, oh, this is my dream girl or dream boy. It feels like this is the person I want. I want a life partner. I want someone that feels like home. I know that person's out there for me. I can feel it in my soul. I long for them every day, but I don't know where they are. So when the time is right, I will find you. um, like I'm hearing, I will find you. So I don't know like what that's about. Maybe you were actually wishing for this person and putting that intention out into the universe, and maybe they were doing that, maybe you were both doing that. I don't know, but it feels sort of like that energy before you met each other, like you're both longing for each other. You're both longing for that type of love. And with the Three of Wands, I feel like if this person hasn't come into your life yet, they are going to come into your life soon. If you have been wishing for a person, and if they are in your life with the Three of Wands, I definitely see more of a future with this person. I definitely see a bright future that feels very warm, that feels very fiery, that feels very passionate. And it's not the type of passion that has intense highs and lows. It's the type of passion that feels consistent and feels stable, where it's not like highs and lows where this flame gets ignited and gets put out. It feels like a flame that is going to last a long time. Why am I saying the word flame? For some of you, this could be a twin flame if you believe in that. But I know not everyone believes in that. It's okay. I feel like this is the type of person that is very passionate about life, very passionate about family and building a life where they can really share with that person. And it's kind of like, if this is a romantic situation, this person feels very loyal because we have a dog here and a dog here. Dogs represent loyalty to me. But also, when I see lions, they sometimes remind me of loyalty. And this person is someone very courageous, very maybe even creative with the sun next to the King of Wands, or they're just someone very expressive, very happy-go-lucky. This person feels like a free spirit. This person maybe feels like someone that wants to travel or has traveled a lot, wants to see the whole world, wants to explore with their person, wants to kind of build a family life. I see this person being very family orientated, or if not, they could just like pets and could want that sense of family with their person. And if this is a friend, it could feel like I feel like you're my family. I feel like you're my sister from another mother or brother from another mother. Like it feels like that. Where you're so close that you feel like family, that there's so much loyalty. I feel like the way this person has loyalty, it's like they will always be your ride or die. They will never betray you. Like, I don't see any bad energy with this person, for real, for real. And if I did, I would say it. But I feel like this person's very mature when it comes to their view of love or view of friendship or view of what they want to build in the future. They look at it more of a long-term perspective when it comes to love. Like, I really want to have a long-term connection that is going to last forever. I don't see this person being the type of person that dates around just to date. I see this person being the type of person that dates to have this person be in their life forever, or at least a very long time. As long as we can make it work and as long as we can both be happy, then it works, then I'm happy, you know. This person feels like a very friendly and warm person. They could also be very funny, very charming, but in a good way. They could also be someone very expressive. They could like to express themselves through fashion, through creativity, um, through their work, I don't know, through tattoos, through something. They're just a very expressive person. Maybe even their facial expressions are very expressive. I feel like this person can be silly and playful. Like they don't mind showing a little bit more of that silly side of themselves, even if they don't show it to everyone, even if they're a little bit more shy on showing that to everyone. I feel like they show that to those closest to them. I feel like it's always a good time with this person. They always know how to get a person out of their shell, like those closest to them, and how to make a person just feel good inside and happy. And I feel like this person was kind of meant to bring that balance and peace back into your life. I'm looking at the forest here and this type of feeling of, I'm at peace in this forest. I'm at peace here. I feel safe. I feel good. I feel grounded. I feel secure. This is the feeling this person was meant to bring into your life. And with the Page of Pentacles, maybe show you a different type of love where you are able to learn about a different type of love that feels more healthy, that feels more consistent. With the Knight of Pentacles, that feels like more of a long-term journey. If this is a relationship that goes slow, it's because this person really wants to build with you. With the Ten of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, it feels very dreamy. One of you is very dreamy, one of you is more grounded. Um, and I see a lot of fire energies too. So I feel this energy of like maybe you being more the dreamy one, but I could be wrong. It could be vice versa. And this person being more of the one that's grounded, more of the one that is taking the lead, taking steps towards you, or vice versa. Just take it as it resonates. I feel like this person is someone that is taking small and steady steps towards you. But it also feels like there's someone that makes a lot of effort. There's someone that shows you their love through their physical actions rather than their words. I think words are pointless to this person. They want to show you it through physical action, through physically showing you their love. There could be a lot of passion in this connection if this is romantic, where the bedroom stuff. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing that. But other than that, if this is a friendship, it feels just very passionate where it's like we're laughing together, we're close, we're smiling, we're happy. It feels like we're comfortable with each other, we can be ourselves, we can just let go and enjoy this. Anything else about this person, who they are? They could be someone that's a dreamer. They could be someone very ambitious. They could be someone with a lot of leadership energy, very family orientated, or loves pets and animals, cares for the earth, cares for human beings, a very caring heart, very loyal. Could be introverted or ambivert, but when it comes to the people closest to them, like they could be a little bit more introverted outside, but I feel like they're more, they like to be more with the people closest to their heart rather than just random people. You get what I mean? Like, I feel like this person can have fun and go out and speak to people and look very confident and courageous, but I feel like they more so like to spend time with those closest to their heart, with those that they make a priority in their life. This person has their priorities straight, and they have a lot of courage and boldness to them and their personality. Tattoos could be significant for some of you. This person could be amazing at expressing themselves through clothes and fashion. They could be very creative. That's something I keep seeing. Surfing, maybe for some of you, they surf. I see this person also having more of a grounded perspective of love. And even if the passion doesn't burn forever, I feel like this person will bring stability into your life, will bring peace into your life. And what I'm really seeing here is, even if this connection is not perfect, you two are healing each other's hearts. You two are bringing in the type of healing that feels very loving. You know how they say laughter is the best medicine? That's the type of healing I feel here. Or an experience I had, I think I shared this in one of my videos. I'm not sure if it's a pre-recorded video or one I've posted, where I had a heart chakra awakening. And it feels sort of like that energy, because when I had my heart chakra awakening, it was with my person. And this is going to be a short story. I just want to tell you a little bit about my experience so that you can also see, because I feel a similar energetic frequency to that and the heart healing. And it's like my person gave me so much love in that moment, the type of love I had always seeked and wished for but never got. And I had never had someone comfort me when I cried. And I cried so much that night, and he was so empathetic with me. He was holding me in a way I never had before. And it was almost like I felt my heart break, but come back together and be healed. And it was like I felt my heart fill up with so much love in that moment, but it felt like an overwhelming amount of love that I just started crying even more, tears of joy, but also pain at the same time. So I feel a lot of heart healing in this connection, and this feeling of we're here to support each other's growing, and we're here to support each other's growth, here to support each other's healing, here to be a helping hand as we're both healing, as we're both, you know, going through the motions of life, here to soothe each other, here to bring each other peace, here to show each other what true love really is, what healthy love really is. And even if we're not perfect, even if we don't always make the right choices, when we come back to our hearts and really remember the love we wished for and the love we have, we will always heal through any challenges, overcome any challenges, be like the phoenix rising. This person may show you your strength within this lifetime, may show you how. I always see this for one pile. I feel cold again. You know the Japanese, when they take a broken pottery or broken ceramics and they put liquid gold in it to make it form into something valuable, but take what was once broken and not, I don't want to use the word fix it, but fix it sort of. It feels like this person's doing that to your heart, if that makes sense. It's like that loving support as you go on your journey. That's the best way I can describe this. This person's energy feels very beautiful. Very much like they're going to bring a lot of happiness and joy in your life. You see, this is the heart healing. Because it's over the Three of Swords. Bringing your heart back to wholeness with the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I get here. The Eight of Pentacles is like working on our heart, healing our heart, going through the motions, going through the cycles of healing, but coming back to wholeness within our heart. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, giving something physical to our heart. Spirit is showing me, you know, when you break a bone and you have to put a cast over it. This person is almost like that cast over your heart. Does that make sense? We have the Nine of Pentacles. They're here to bring growth into your life. And the Ten of Swords. I almost feel like this energy of walking away from the pain. Like leaving it behind. I don't know why. Like this Ten of Swords kind of reminds me of the Eight of Cups in the Ten of Swords. Like I'm leaving the baggage behind and I'm going towards something more stable, something that is going to last a long time, something that's going to grow a long time. I feel really good energies in this pile. So this is what I have for you. This is who's thinking about you all the time. And the reason they're thinking about you is because you're their literal wish come true. So even if they're not in your life yet, they could be wondering where their wish is. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this Aquamarine crystal and the moon card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at who's been thinking about you all the time. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Please also note that one person may come through or many people may come through. Depending on the traits I mentioned, if it makes you think of different people in your life, then those different people are thinking about you all the time. But if it makes you think of one person in your life, then it's just that one person. So with the moon, straight away, I'm getting this feeling that of the solar plexus chakra. We'll see what that means in a bit when we pull all your cards. But this person is healing something within their solar plexus chakra. And I feel with the moon, there's something about their psyche leading them back to you. The moon is also about emotions, so I feel like this person is going through certain emotions about you. We'll see what emotions they are, because there's a whole spectrum of emotions. And I feel like they're dreaming about you. It's like you're in their subconscious mind if this is a past person. And if this is not a past person, you're in their psyche a lot because of the emotional connection they have to you. And something about that is coming up in their daily emotional field, in their dreams, in their daydreams, something about that. So let's see what cards you have. We're going to be using the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle, one card from there and one card from the Starseed Oracle deck. And then for the rest of the cards, we're just going to use Tarot with the Light Seers Tarot. So Spirit Guides on my pile threes. Who's been thinking about my pile threes all the time? We have Ammonite with Palace and Trust. So moon energy, Aquamarine, a shell. Could this person be a water sign? I mean, the water element wants to come out. Neptune is here at the back of the deck with Larimar. Or this person could be just very connected to the ocean in some way. They could live near the ocean or live near water, or they could like swimming. They could like being around water, or they could just have a very watery energy. Even if they're not a water sign, they could have a water moon, or they could have some water in their chart, or a lot of how do I put this in words? A lot of fourth house placements, eighth house placements, or 12th house placements, or they could be the type of person, even if they don't have water placements, they could embody that water energy or element where it's like they could be very intuitive. They could be very connected to their intuition, very connected to their cycles, their divine feminine energy, regardless of their gender. They're very connected to their own emotions and that receptivity within their own emotional state. Their emotions could be very, like high tides, but they could also be very peaceful and calming. So they're very connected to that own emotion and that Neptune element. I mean, Neptune is a planet. It's all about the planet of dreams, the planet of intuition, dreams, all those things. So this person could be someone that dreams big. This person could be someone that is very dreamy or thinks more about the spiritual side of things, thinks more about the dreamlike perspective of life. They have more of a loving perspective of life, and they have more of a flowy energy to them in who they are. I see them being someone that's a dreamer. Maybe their head is in the clouds or they daydream about things a lot, but they're very much like in those psychic realms, in those emotional realms. And with 22 at the back of the deck, I feel like whenever this person came into your life, the way we look at it from the perspective just depends on you, but I feel they do have a specific purpose in your life, and they do have a specific thing they are showing you to do with your dreams, to do with what you want, to do with your emotions. So I guess your perspective just depends on the way you look at it. Let's just see what all your cards show, because I think I sound confusing right now. I definitely feel this person's very intuitive, and if they don't know that, then they could have those gifts without realizing. They could be someone that always talks about dreams, goals, or their actual dreams. I'm seeing someone that likes anime, specific message for someone. I'm seeing someone that likes to read up on mythology, like Greek mythology, things like that. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. This is someone that really thinks big. They're a dreamer. They have big goals. They have big ideas they want to bring into this reality. At the back of the deck, we have You're Not Alone. So we'll just see what your other cards are to understand what your spirit guides are just trying to show us. This person could have a duality to them. I'm looking at the white wolf and the dark wolf here. Who is thinking about my pile threes all the time? Who is thinking about my pile threes all the time? These set of cards may want to come out, but let's just see how many cards we have here. So we have the Seven of Cups. Big dreamer energy. Lots of cups. Well, the moon is also water. Ace of Swords. They're thinking about you very deeply. Very deeply. They may be wishing for something that includes you in it. Six of Swords. Four of Cups. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is some of these things sound like you. Then this person could be missing this about you. If Six of Swords is here, this could also be someone you've moved on from, or something changed. Like, I don't think there was a falling out here, but we'll see the rest of your cards before I make any assumptions. Like a vibe I'm getting here for someone specific is like, let's say this was someone you went to school with, for example, and as you grew older, you just grew apart. Or let's say this was someone you were friends with or someone you were with that wanted you in their life, that really wished for you in their life, but maybe you grew apart, or maybe you moved to a different country or a different city, or maybe they went to study somewhere else. It's like that type of energy of growing apart or outgrowing each other. We have the Four of Cups. That's just a specific message for some. Let's just see the rest of your cards first. We have the Knight of Wands. They're bored without you, for those that have moved on from this person. We have the Hierophant. We have the Emperor. Also, divine masculine energy, the Queen of Wands, and divine feminine energy. So it could be a woman or a man, and the King of Pentacles. So if I need to, I'll pull some more cards from the top because I felt there was a few cards here. So I'm hearing a TikTok that's like, what happened to us? We used to be best friends, something like that. And what I'm feeling from your pile is this type of energy of, that may not resonate with everyone, but I'm feeling this type of energy of this person being someone very free-spirited, and they may actually be spiritual, or they may be admiring the mystical side of you that's coming out and like learning from you. If you are posting on social media about spirituality, there's a specific message for someone here. But I feel this person is healing something that comes to you. Like if this person is out of your life, because you're not in their life anymore, it feels very much like, was I not enough for this person? I think this person is overthinking a little bit. They can sometimes overthink a little bit. But I feel like it has to do with their subconscious emotions. It doesn't have to do with anything you did to this person, because I don't think there was any kind of falling out. And if there was, I don't think it was something big here. But we'll confirm in a bit. I want to ask like what happened to this connection in a bit. I feel like this person wants to talk to you or communicate to you, but I'm hearing that song, I Bite My Tongue, It's a Bad Habit. So this person's a little bit scared too, even though there's someone that comes across very like fearless, is what I feel here. They come across very much like a go-getter, a risk taker, but then when it comes to you, there's a little bit of a fear here of what would happen. Like they're fearing the outcome, because I think they're also fearing that disappointment of like, what if they try to message you and you don't answer them, that type of feeling. Or what if they try to message you and if you two have outgrown each other or have, just like drifted apart, it feels like, what if we're too different now? And what if they don't like me anymore? What if it feels like that. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel like they're going down a little bit of a spiral of the memories you have together and the kind of things you have together. And I'm looking here, it kind of looks like a whiteboard and maths, and I'm seeing someone do maths. What is that guy from The Office? That guy with kind of like that face where he's writing on the board and there's a meme about it. What is his name? Is it The Office? I don't know. Let me just check. I don't know, but it kind of gives me that vibe. I think it is. I don't know. I can't tell. Like I tried to look at Google, the face looks familiar, but I can't tell. Um, but anyways, when someone's like writing on the board like math things and equations and they're trying to figure something out, it kind of gives me the vibe this person's trying to figure out what happened, what went wrong in your connection. They kind of feel like they didn't get much closure from you. And even if you two did have a fight or did have some kind of falling out, it feels like they never got much closure to them. It feels like they're still trying to figure out what went wrong, where things went wrong, if that makes sense. And I think they still envision a future reality where you two can be reunited again. It feels sort of like they're trying to figure out and do the math and try to understand what went wrong, what happened, why things fell apart and why things separated the way they did. So I think they're thinking about you a lot. It's almost like they are ruminating in your memories, staying in your memories. It's sort of like they're playing chess with an imaginary player where you're not there and they're trying to figure out how they lost the game of chess. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm seeing. And it's like they're walking down memory lane and they keep reviewing and looking back at old memories you have together. This is someone a lot of you have moved on from or transitioned away. Something changed here. Either the dynamic changed or something actually changed in your life that made this person not in your life anymore. Or if they are still in your life, maybe they feel like you're a little bit distant from them, either actually physically or emotionally or communication wise. They feel like things are changing in your connection and they don't know where they stand with you if they're still in your life. And if they are still in your life, they do fear things changing in a way. Because it kind of feels a little bit like with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Wands, it feels like you bring a lot of excitement and passion and joy into their life and they feel very bored without you. They feel like you bring a lot of excitement into their life, and without that, they feel very bored. A lot of you, this feels like a friendship, like a best friend, or a friendship that you've had in your life for a long time. For others of you, I guess it could be romantic, but for most of you, I feel more friendship energy. But I guess with the Seven of Cups, it could be many different things for many of you. With the Hierophant, I definitely feel this is a lesson for both of you. If you have been separated in some way, it's like you have been put on the path to separation for now, and then later on we'll see what happens if you two are on a similar vibrational energy. But like remember, the thing is, sometimes people are only in our life for a season, and then we have to move on and live our life, you know what I mean? And we can't always control that. Maybe they're not meant to come into the next season with us, you know. Maybe they're meant to create their own life and create new memories, create new connections in their life, but maybe they don't see that yet. And maybe you two are meant to meet up later on the line once you two have both grown up a little bit. And it doesn't mean you're not grown up, but like once you two have built a little bit of the dreams and the stability and the things you do want in your life, and if you two are energetically aligned to be able to still connect in that same way, then you could. But for others of you, I feel like if this person is still in your life, I feel like it's also a lesson for them with the Hierophant. Because, like I said, something about the solar plexus, something about it stems from childhood and stems from their psyche, maybe even stems from past lives if it's not childhood, stems from something in their psyche, something in their emotional frequency, in their emotional field, of this feeling of feeling unworthy, of this feeling of feeling left behind by the people in their life that they trust and love the most. This feeling of maybe not feeling worthy of love or feeling like they're enough for their love in their life. So it's a subconscious thing here that you didn't create, but maybe you are triggering to trigger a healing within them, to trigger an awakening within them. Because I feel like this is someone that is usually very independent, usually very fearless, usually very confident in themselves. They're the type of person that is very extroverted, very much like life of the party type of energy. But I think you also brought a lot of light and excitement and passion into their life where they felt like they could be that. I see this person having big dreams, being very independent, being someone with a lot of light too. And I think they were seeing the light being reflected in you and in them. And I think right now it's also a lesson to find the light within themselves and not necessarily look for it outside of them. Does that make sense? Because that flame is within them. They're showing up as the Queen of Wands. They just need to find it. It's like they don't realize that flame is inside them, and they saw the flame within you because you both have that same flame, that same light, but they need to find it within themselves, find that joy within themselves, and not rely on something external. And I know that's not something always easy because we do want emotional connections in our life. I feel like this person does want emotional connections in their life. They're very loyal. They do want loyal connections in their life. But I think they're at a place in their life where they are learning lessons on how to be alone, on how to feel secure when they are alone, and not necessarily rely on an external person to feel whole. For some reason, I'm tasting lasagna. You and this person, it doesn't have to be lasagna, but you and this person could have loved to eat together. um, Food could have been your thing. I'm feeling like this person is someone really charismatic. They could be someone that, really made you burst out in laughter in some way. Like they're just this very happy-go-lucky type of person, very confident in themselves, very determined. When they want something, they're a go-getter. And even if their physical circumstances hold them back in a way, they're always going to make it to the top. I'm seeing someone go on a hike and they're so tired, and they don't literally have to hike, but it could be a metaphor, but they could also hike. They could like hiking or walking or, being out in nature, exercising. Could be a very active person, but it could also be a literal thing or a metaphor for like they're trying to get up this steep hill and they're taking a long hike, and it's like maybe a 15-kilometer hike, and by the end they're so tired, but they're like, oh, I need to make this, I need to complete this goal, like I need to do this. Like it feels like that type of determination where even if it feels like things are holding them back, they're still gonna sprint towards that, and maybe not even sprint towards that, but take steps towards that. There's someone with a lot of ideas, with a lot of joy, with a lot of boldness to them and a lot of power within that they don't necessarily see. Okay, and I feel like this person is learning a lesson of empowerment and that they are worthy of the things they do want, the career things they do want, the love they want, the friendships they want, the trust. And I feel like this is someone you do dearly trust, and they dearly trusted you. And they could still trust you at some point. This feels like a very harmonic energy. And if there was a falling out, I feel like they're not angry anymore. I think they miss you for real. And I think they're wondering where things went wrong, what went wrong if they're not in your life anymore. I feel like this is someone that likes to help others. This could be someone really creative for some of you. Or they have creative potential within them, but they're afraid to get that within them. They could be someone that comes across very courageous, but then at the same time, I feel like sometimes they are afraid. They just show that powerful energy of theirs to the world as like their mask. But I do feel like they do sometimes feel fear, but they come across as very fearless and courageous and like a risk taker. And they do come across as someone very confident, but I think they're building a stronger self-worth that is more quiet within them, that is not like, oh, I'm confident, oh, I'm like this. It's like a silent confidence where it's like it can't be shaken up, it can't be teared down by others' opinions or by, our own inner critic, you know what I mean? A stable kind of sense of self is being built up within them. They could really like animals or pets for some of you. And I feel like whatever they're learning right now is putting them into their life purpose, into their passion. Because I feel like they have some kind of passion that they are going to reach in terms of their visionary ideas and what they're here to create in this lifetime. I really see this person, if they haven't already, I feel like sneezing. When I sneezed now, it took me back to that Shrek movie where he got the magical potion from the that mother of Prince Charming. Um she was kind of like witchy or fairy like, I don't know. Maybe she was a fairy, I don't remember. But there was some kind of potion she gave Shrek, and then Shrek let Donkey drink some of it first in that movie, and then Donkey sneezed, and then it went on the flower, and the flower turned from I mean, it went on the mushroom, and then the mushroom turned into a flower. So I'm feeling like whatever lesson this is teaching this person, it's going to give them some kind of glow up. It's going to allow them to achieve and go after their wishes. And I feel like they are in this phase alone in their life where they're given this opportunity to use their brain and think, because they have a very intelligent mind. They have a very amazing mind full of great and amazing creative potential and creative ideas, and a lot of potential within them to create this pearl, to create something valuable within this lifetime with their purpose and with their passion. And it's kind of like they're given the chessboard, but they think they're playing chess with you, but they're meant to play chess with themselves, to create something of their own, to ascend and go up the stairs to where they're supposed to be within this lifetime, to the purpose they're supposed to fulfill. And I feel like that includes going after their passions, going after and creating independence for themselves, creating a lot of financial wealth for themselves. But I feel that is going to be through helping others and through their purpose and their passion and creating an empire and really achieving all their wishes and dreams and manifestations. So I feel like they're given an opportunity right now to be alone right now, or to be a little bit alone with their thoughts, to get ideas about their dreams, wishes, and goals. But they're more so taking this alone time and seeing it as a setback when it's actually an opportunity to grow, to get to that place they want to be at the top of the stairs. Does that make sense? But they're going down the stairs because they want to go back to the memories. But Spirit is like, no, go up the stairs. It's kind of like, when a dog doesn't want to go in the room and you're like, no, come to this room, and they want to keep staying there. It's kind of like that energy is what I feel here. And I feel like something about this person like feels very free, but it's this lesson is going to make them feel more free, more of this energy of like, I'm seeing this energy where they're in a place where they're meant to express themselves, express these feelings of boredom through something that makes them feel passionate, so that they can find that light within, so that they can find that joy within. And then naturally relationships are going to form around them when they've reached that state. Because I feel this person is someone really, really like that type of person where if there are people around them, they don't focus on their passions as much, which is why Spirit is giving them an opportunity to be a little bit more alone right now, so that they can really focus on building their dreams and goals to where it's supposed to be. And they're given an opportunity to trust in the universe, even when they don't see where the staircase is going, but it's going to exactly where they want to be. And I see them kind of like, yeah, they're in an independent phase of their life where they are reaching self-discovery. And this is the lesson for them. You could also be going through something very similar to them. So what happened to them? What happened to them? Let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles. Could be fire sign, could be earth sign, could be water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Yeah, something happened where there was an ending or someone walked away. But it could have been for stability. It could have been because of school, because of work, because of physical circumstances with the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. You were both meant to go on your own journeys for now, to plant your own seeds and to create your own dreams to come to life first. King of Swords and Four of Swords. This person is a part of your soul family. They are. The world at the back of the deck. So an ending happened here, but I feel this ending is empowering. It's not something bad. It's giving this person an opportunity to be alone with their thoughts. Because I feel like this person is usually someone around people. They like being around people. They're not someone that likes to be alone with their thoughts. They're not someone that likes to be alone. At all. And I feel like this is the type of person that likes to be around people because people really uplift them and energize them in some way. But it's like this person has a pearl within them, but they're looking for the pearls outside of them in other people, but they need to find the pearl within them. They're given an opportunity to be alone with their thoughts and to find that intuition, find that internal wisdom within, find the peace within, find the joy within. And it's kind of like, here you are this flame and they're leaving you behind, but they need to find their own flame within them. Look at the sun rising here at the Eight of Cups. So it's like you two were like two peas in a pod. You may have been always together, or you may have felt so close to each other that it felt so close to your heart, like almost like family. But it feels like you two are meant to walk the path a little bit. And if it does align where you two will come back together, then it will happen. But if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. You know what I mean? I feel like you two were bringing each other a sense of safety, a sense of this feeling of home, this feeling of a deep emotional connection, and this feeling of joy and inspiration and passion to each other. But I feel like now it's time to kind of plant our own seeds. I feel this person is in a stage, and you could relate to this too, because I feel like you two are very similar on a soul level. It's like you two kind of balance each other out, like you're the peanut butter to my jelly kind of vibe. But I feel this person is ruminating on self-limiting beliefs, and they're almost being put into this place where they need to take a leap of faith, or at least take the first step up the stairs, you know? And it's giving them a lesson to trust in the universe, to trust in God, whatever higher power they believe in, if they believe in any, and to find that internal wisdom within them and trust their own instincts, develop their own wisdom. Because I do feel this person has intuitive gifts, but maybe they don't realize it yet. I feel like they're always looking for the knowledge outside of them, always looking for the light outside of them, but here's an opportunity to look within. And then the universe will align them with fulfilling and enjoyable experiences. Okay, so Pallas is an asteroid named after the goddess Athena, and it brings the energy of skill, wisdom, and courage. So this person is being encouraged to be on that path of finding the courage within them, building their skill on whatever passion they find, and finding the courage to go after that and not overthink it, and let their creative and intuitive aspects rise to the surface. So this is what I have for you. I never really got any specific messages for you about who this person is, but I hope this resonates, because this is more so like what I'm getting on where they're at right now. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!